As we just heard from the president and from our CBS special report just about an hour ago, the United States dropped 3 bombs in Iran tonight. 37 major wildfires are burning across 9 states in the western U.S. The heat could fuel the new flames, but progress is being made. Which arm you choose to get a vaccine shot in could actually make a difference. As we inch closer to America's 250th birthday next July, we're continuing our daily historical facts as part of our We the People series. With all these people, asking questions about the cottage and what does it offer and what does, I guess, a stay look like for a weekend? Sure. Governor Glenn Youngkin made it clear violence will not be tolerated during protest. In a statement posted on X, the governor says every Virginian has a right to free speech and peaceful gatherings. And you're just really excited to finally have this stay. And then you come out like that and now you're in a legal battle for probably years. I feel like we need 10 minutes for that. So highlighting 5 different things out there. It's gonna be really exciting. Some of them you might know about, some you don't know about. Burning more than 100,000 acres as of yesterday and making it California's largest blaze of the year. One man is giving veterans who struggle with PTSD a place to restore cars while restoring purpose. Summer is almost here, and it's a busy time for the Girl Scouts of Virginia Skyline. CEO Nikki Williams joins us in studio.
Anytime we see the number of gun violence incidents we've seen in the last 48 hours, it is concerning.
This kind of violence hurts us all and won't be tolerated. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taylor Locke. Thank you for joining us. Breaking tonight, Roanoke Mayor Joe Cobb is speaking to WDBJ7 after 3 shootings in less than 10 hours in the Star City. The mayor is calling for an end to the violence. He says it's heartbreaking to see the city in pain like this, and we all need to work together to fix it.
I would just say to our citizens, continue.
The latest of the 3 shootings this weekend unfolded at around 12:30 this morning on 12th Street Southwest. In that video we just listened to, you could hear screaming before several gunshots ring out. Then, not long after the gunfire, a car is seen speeding away from the scene. When police arrived, they found 43-year-old Isaac Cunningham shot. They said he died at the scene. No word yet on what led up to that shooting or if any arrests have been made. And about an hour before that shooting on 12th Street Southwest, officers had responded to another, this time in the 800 block of Hunt Avenue Northwest. Now there, they found a man had been shot. Police say he was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Through the course of the investigation, police found a crowd gathered outside when a vehicle entered a nearby parking lot. A man got out of the car from the passenger side and began shooting at the crowd before leaving. And just moments ago, RPD announced they made an arrest. 32-year-old Michael Alexander Taylor is charged with possession of a firearm by felon, along with some other charges. And yesterday afternoon, WDBJ7 was the first on the scene of another shooting on Crescent Street Northwest. We're told 2 teenage boys were hurt after a shooting inside the home. One boy was found on the scene, while another was found a few minutes later on Kirkland Drive. Both were taken to the hospital, and their injuries are non-life-threatening. Mayor Cobb says the police are working hard today, investigating this recent string of violence, which police believe are not related. And while we know crime as a whole is down this year in Roanoke compared to recent years, this weekend's string of violence has many on edge. I asked Mayor Joe Cobb what is being done to rebuild trust and calm the nerves in neighborhoods affected by the recent violent acts.
I know that our
And of course, WDBJ7 is following all the developments on all of these investigations. And you can keep up with the latest breaking news by downloading the WDBJ7 News app. Get information on things like these shootings sent straight to your phone. Just turn on those push alerts. Investigators are working to find out what led a woman to being shot in Henry County. Deputies say the shooting happened just before 2 o'clock this morning in the area of the 1700 block of Chatham Road. Shortly after officers were called to the scene, a woman with gunshot wounds showed up at Sova Health Martinsville by car. where she was then airlifted to Carilion Memorial Hospital in Roanoke. At this time, we don't know the name of the woman or any details on what led to the shooting. Anyone with information about this incident should contact the Henry County Sheriff's Office. All right, we're going to take a break now from the headlines. All right, thanks, Tanner. In Roanoke, 2 people are without a home tonight after it caught fire yesterday. This is a follow-up to a story we first brought to you last night. Roanoke Fire EMS responded to the structure fire on Sweetbriar Avenue Southwest just before 5:30 in the afternoon yesterday. The 911 caller said there were flames in a utility room inside of the home. Now you can see in this video the smoke was coming from the house right there. Fire crews searched the home and got everyone out safely and put out the flames. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. In Pittsylvania County, a driver was flown to a hospital after hitting a tree earlier this morning. At around 1 o'clock, Hurt Volunteer Fire Department responded to a crash with someone trapped inside on Pocket Road. The driver was removed from the vehicle and flown to a trauma center by Centra 1. The extent of the driver's injuries and the name has not been released. All right, coming up next, the invasive spotted lanternfly is making its way all over the Commonwealth, and some farmers are saying it could lead to crop loss. The impact it's making on Virginia crops, up next.